So first thing first, this is my first time at Mahidol University. I've been to Bangkok once just before, short stay, business trip. But Mahidol University really impressed me. It's so green here. It's so
Yes,
huge, so
yes,
green.
yes,
It's like
yes,
a
of course.
park. It's like a garden. So could you tell something about the College of Music of Mahidol University? I mean, the history. Do you have like star alumnus of the music college? I know it's been 30 years, right? This
Yes,
is the
yes,
30th
yes,
anniversary of
yes.
the music college. And what's the strongest faculties? I mean, of course, sort of
Yes,
things.
yes. Because at Mahidol University, we are, actually the university itself, it came from like medical school, 100 years ago, more than 100 years ago, actually. And then one day, president of the university said, okay, maybe we should have like, how to say, visual art, music, or something. We should bring like art into it. Also, like the King Rama IX said that, oh, you can't just be a doctor. You need to be something else. You need to be well-rounded. So maybe like something that add on. So that's how they start School of Music, College of Music 30 years ago. And since then, I think we try to create a lot of things. Like we do like a lot of international conference, meeting. We run saxophone conference. We run double reed conference. A lot of things that happen here. Also now, in terms of academic, we do a lot of like ranking as well to just make people know about us. Because ranking is something that good and bad, because like some people don't care. Many schools in Japan, they don't care about this at all because it doesn't really reflect on the real quality, but somehow it's reflect on some kind of quality, right? So then that's why we do that. I'm so proud that this year we are ranking number 35 of the QS world university ranking by subject in subject of music. It's really high for Thailand. We are the only college in Thailand that got like top 50. So that's really a big thing for us. And you can see that we do a lot of projects that related to community because we want to help community as well. Our new president, President Pyramid, also has a new vision about real world impact. So whatever you do in the world, you just need to make a real world impact, not just like, a lot of research on the paper and no one can use it, or even the music that you write a lot of music or you play a lot of music, but you don't play for community at all. So this year, you can see at the TICF, we have a lot of community. We recruit people to come in. Right? We have a market, which people like, why you have a market? It's nothing related to TICF at all. But I think we just need to bring more people in for something and they can explore their journey to a new things, and eventually, hopefully we get more people cross over to new music and then something else as well. In this university, I think the best part of me working at Mahidol University is although they're really focused on medical, right? Medical school, hospital, but the president, since the last president, President Banjong and President Pyramid, they really gave me opportunity to work. So they gave me an area to work, and they allowed me to work. Not like, no, you have to do research. No, you have to do this and that, right? They just really open-minded and they really hope to support. So that's why we are really advanced. The composition student here, the quality is good. You listen to that piece, you don't see that, it's like school in Southeast Asia, small school, no one know. But this compared to school in US or in China or in Japan is sort of like the same quality. So I think that's our strong point. Summarize about it, we try to be more international, global. We try to start to create like the impact to community, society, not just in Thailand, but outside of Thailand as well. So that's part of the mission that we will do. And I think this is our 30th anniversary to go on. Like after you 30, right, you became like a working age. So you should do more for community. That's what we're going to do next for the next 10 years.
So could you tell something about the students, the demographic, like variety of the students, where they're from? I noticed I pick up some like foreign languages like Vietnamese, probably Indonesian,
Yeah.
Malaysian, some Chinese, of course, Thai,
Yes.
of course. How about the faculty? Where are they from? The students, where are they from?
Uh, for the student, majority of them they're still Thai. You know, we don't accept a lot of students each year, even though we have so many numbers of students. We only can accept like a little over 100 students a year. So they come from everywhere, like Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore. We used to have like U.S., Korean, Japanese, Chinese, of course. Like a lot of Chinese students now, they come here because I think they enjoy environment of Thailand and everything. So I think it's help. Yeah. Also the faculty, we also have like a big majority of Thai faculty and then Western faculty. So in terms of ratio, we have about 30-40% of the foreign faculty. So you can see that at College of Music, it's really international. Like you can walk everywhere, you do lecture in English and you don't feel scared, like if they're gonna understand it, or you know that you still can communicate because we have a lot of foreign faculty. So if they don't speak English at all, it's really difficult to live here because in this college, because you probably not gonna follow all the classes and everything. And even though our curriculum is Thai curriculum, but by nature we are really international society, so that's why they have to learn those. Yeah, but I think it's a good mix, and we try to keep a good number because we still want to keep majority as a Thai student because we want to serve the community. But hopefully in the future we can grow more and accept more international students as well.
How would you say, how many students are here? I mean, including postgraduate and the graduate. How many teachers do you have on the faculty?
Uh, we have about 1,500 students, and we have about 170 or 180 around that number for the faculty. Also support staff of 200 something. So in total, our faculty and staff is about 400. And then we have 1,500 students. So that sort of like a good ratio, because we don't want to go over like one faculty over 10 students. So that's why we keep the number that way. And also we have like a satellite school, like MCGP, which is a music college for general public, and Mahidol Music Academy in the shopping mall. So those schools also we have like maybe in total it's like more than 3,000 students
In the
that
shopping mall.
study in the shopping mall. So they study like part-time music, weekend music for kids, for like elder, because we want to make like a lifelong learning experience for them. So now we have promotion for like people who retired, have nothing to do. Okay, maybe come to study music on the weekend, or even weekday. We gave like a big promotion. If weekday they don't have anything to do, study music can be a choice, and they do that. So I think in total we are really big number of students, but I think it's really healthy because we don't grow too fast. We kind of like limit the number of students that we grow each year.
Is it difficult for an average student to pass the exam and enter exam to be admitted to the music college?
Yes and no, because even though we control the ratio of students, like how many students we get a year, but we never say like how many students we get a year. Because what we try to do is we want to pick like the first 15% of the student. If you pass the first 15%, if that year happened to be 200, then we may accept 200. But we just want a top, ratio of the students. So it's not like competing against each other. You only competing against yourself. If you don't pass in to be the 15%, even though it's like zero contestant, you still can't pass into the college, which I think that's the way we control quality. Because otherwise, like people are like, oh, how many students you get a year? And I always said like, that's the wrong question. Like you shouldn't ask like how many students, but ratio of percent that we get, we only get like the first 15% student. That's all. So some years like 1,000 students apply, we get 100 people. And they say, oh, but you said 15%, but they're like, no, we get 15% that pass. That 15% top. Otherwise, we don't. Yeah.
The cream of the cream.
Yes, yes, yes.
How about I mean the faculties? I mean you have different faculties teaching composition, instrumental music, I presume vocal, brass, whatever.
Yes.
So how would you describe like the strongest faculty of the music college?
I think like the jazz department is really strong. We have really strong jazz program. Popular music is really strong because we focus on commercial music as well. We do a lot of things to support them. So far, we have like really big superstar, alumni, that graduated from the popular music. We call it entertainment department, but yeah, it's popular music mainly. Composition, we have like so many good alumni, like Bill, that you heard the piece last night. Like he used to work with Sony PlayStation, write music for game and things like that. So in general, I think if you say like which department is stronger, each department has their strength. But I think for the college as a whole, I think what we are best is like diversity. Because you can see like classical Thai music player, they don't play Thai classical music. They play like cross, genre music, right? They play with orchestra, they play with jazz ensemble, we play with something else, which I think that's something different, because if they want to learn really traditional music, our school may not be good for them. But if they want to explore what traditional music can do, for them and make a living, right? So our school will be fit with them. So they do a lot of new things, which I think that's the strength of, our college. But I wouldn't say which department more strong, more weak, because I think every department, they have their own strength. We also have music therapy at Mahidol, of course, like medical school. How could not, right? But now they're so active. Like before, they're like very small department. They don't have a lot of opportunity because people really excited about performers, right? When they have a concert, but for music therapy, they don't have a concert. They just go perform in the hospital or something like that. So no one really see them, right? So that's why now we do a lot more sort of like community service. So they can become a superstar as well. When they do that service, people really come to enjoy their music, play with them, react with them, and they really have a lot of output this year that they perform a lot, many people that they impact in their life, which I think is really good. So I would say like, many department that really strong.